more to drink, baby. Yo. Apologize for the mishap. Jay Wicks. Bloodstream got mud in between marinade. Found underground, maybe the doubt in our basement. Now I'm touching diamonds like I run around the bases. I know the jack cause I be strapped when I'm around the faces. I've been practicing so come on in, Swell. I honed in on my lyrical roots, now I made it. I heard your album once. Send a request, bro. Still follow the street codes though, I don't let it sink, but I can take the flour and bake it away. Just send a request now, bro. I did it again. I'm online now, bro. You good? The crown is scraping on the ground till I break it. To clean it, I gotta wear it when I shower to save it. I'm violent and with the flower, I found me an apron. New fans on the gram, I'm like, wow, he's amazing. Cowards in the making, wondering how we could tame him. Cracking wondering how we contain him. How was he vomiting stains while the thermometer's raising? How many days and times did it take for so play that 5 a.m. one more time after this. Want to make sure Big Swell going on. What's happening with your family?
Usual.
Man, Big Swell. 20 years in, putting in this major work, man. Feel what I'm saying? Miami to H-Town. You dig what I'm saying? We're doing this here for the culture, man. You dig? Man, tell me about it. Tell me your journey, bro. Tell me what you in there here for. When you came in, what brought you to the culture, bro?
Shit. My beginning was Jam Master Jay.
Word.
I saw Run DMC. Yeah, I saw Run DMC on Soul Train, bro. And, you know, I was a break dancer at the time.
Okay.
And that did it for me right there. When I saw them niggas DJing, Jam Master Jay cutting that shit up, and them two cats going across the stage wrecking that bitch, I said, I want to be the DJ.
And that was your start. So what was your first move, man? You got you some turntables, or you ran to one of your
I went to the pawn shop, man. My pops took me to the pawn shop. I was a little youngster, man. I was about 11, 12, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I was a youngster, man. Pops brought me them turntables at the pawn shop. I didn't know that I needed some 1200s to be a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I learned how to scratch on them old bullshit ass house turntables. You feel me?
So you had to get it out the mud.
Yeah, like a motherfucker. But look, when I did get my hands on some 1200s, it's like the fucking needle won't move. It's like it didn't want to move, bro. Like I ripped this boy set. He was DJing at a big dance or whatever. What? And they let me get on that bitch, man. They let me scratch those I'll Name Fist the Soul, that record that say it's time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. You know, when I had first learned, I stayed out of sight. I dedicated a whole summer just to learn how to scratch. Wow. I stayed out of sight I stayed in the motherfucking house from when we got out of school for summer break.
Yeah.
Till we went back to school.
Right.
I went to work for real. I wanted to learn that shit bad, bro. And when I got it down, bro, it was like they couldn't fuck with it, bro.
Man, that's ill. Hey, look at my bro, man, Big Jay Wicks.
Yeah.
What up, man? What's happening with it?
Oh, man.
You all right? I got Big Sweat Jay, man.
Nice to meet you.
Already, nice to meet you, bro.
How you doing?
Man, look.
Good, fam. We good.
Jay Wicks.
Kind of lag.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about that?
On the side of the mixtape.
How about that? You heard what I said?
To growing to able to do beats for the living now, bro.
Get that.
How about today?
Oh wow.
So how crazy is that?
Super crazy.
Man, Jay, what's up, man? It's an honor to have you, bro.
Yo, the introduction you had before was better, man. And then scrap it. I'm sorry for the technical difficulty.
Look, Jay, man, tell me this, man. Tell me about your start, bro. We just heard Swift start, man. Swift say he started off with just the turntables and stuff, man. Say he got live with it before you know it, bro. When he was given the opportunity, it went down. How did it go down for you? What was your beginning? What was your journey, bro?
I linked up with one of my boys who was making beats off of like a little keyboard and the first Fruity Loops ever made, basically. So I kind of wanted to learn it myself, and I went and downloaded it, got it on my own computer, and I just sat there for days and days. And I just remember saying, you know, this is what I want to do. And, you know, I think I heard a commercial or something like that for IAR, like, we got your future here at IAR if you want to be in the music business. And I said, we'll see what that's about. And I went and checked them out.
Right.
You know, afterwards, I went and over at the radio stations. But I was always kind of like in the middle of what I wanted to do, whether it was in radio, record label, make a beat, you know, just juggling the whole thing. And so that's not even music related, just business related.
Yeah.
You know, so I work on a lot of stuff, and
wow. Well, you started off kind of the same way with a lot of big legends. You know, you started, Luke, when they was doing all the booty bopping music that was really jumping.
Oh yeah, yeah. Before that,
how did it feel for you to come up with, you know, legend like, man?
Oh man, it was cool. You know, being on tour with that cat was some of the wildest times I ever had. I got the most pussy, I promise you, though, during that tour, man. You know, you didn't have
man, come on.
a good time, but you know, when the business was supposed to be done, I was there to do my business and, you know, entertain the crowd. I had came up practicing with DJ Mr. Mix. That's David Hobbs. He used to be the DJ and producer for the 2 Live crew. So I learned a lot of shit from him, as well as, you know, on the turntables and how to control the crowd at the time, because back then it wasn't no put your hands up, put your hands up. It wasn't none of that. Right. No Serato.
Right.
None of that. You feel me? You had to show a motherfucker some skills, and you could not miss a beat. You get booed off, and man, they give you like back in our day when we was touring, it was 5 minutes. A long ass time to be doing some tricks. You know what I'm saying?
This, because you both dealt with.
I'm sorry, my brother. I can't. You can hear him too. I know.
And you know, get things together but when you're around,
pressure, no pressure. I'm good under pressure. They should have called me Diamond John. I'm good under pressure. I ain't felt no pressure. I just knew that I had to do what I had to do and make sure I ain't fucked up. Difficulties here, brother.
Hard to hear it. Keep breaking up.
Where so far?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Wex?
I didn't hear the question.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Swift, but I can't hear him.
Right.
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, I can hear you. You feel
Repeat the question, my brother. I think your thing is kind of lagging, bro.
Yeah, there's a little delay, but
You hear me?
I think you
Yeah,
have.
it's a little delay.
Did you feel any added pressure going from underground to being actually in the studio with the stars, having?
No. It makes me want to work even more. Like when I'm around the legends, you know, it gives me a little more inspiration because for so many years I worked with unsigned artists, and I can still do that. But being that the legends are not, you know, getting any younger, and you know, in hip hop today, everyone's like, there's a lot of legends passing away. Rest in peace to DMX, Black Rob. So, and still work with them because a lot of them still have some music that wants to get heard. And the only difference is back then there was a lot of, and when I was younger, I didn't know no better. I think they were all original beats until I started being a producer. And I'm like, they use all other people's music. I'm going to try to attack it with my beats this time, original beats with those same artists.
Right,
bring
absolutely.
back the boom bap era. Push forward, really. I never feel pressure, though, because like I said, half my life I've been doing music. So if nothing ever happens, I didn't, you know, I just do it for myself. So I don't depend on it like that. Like some people probably really depend on it. Like I want to depend on it. I'm not going to work for give beats for free. They'll be for promotion. What's that?
Right. Technical difference. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Well, let me ask you both this. Give me some names of the best ciphers or some of the best over your beats. I'm going to start with you, Swift. Give me some hot sessions. Name me some hot cats you had that, when you came out, when they came, they sizzled your beat.
Yeah, I'd have to say that one of the best ones I seen was when we recorded Eye for an Eye for the Ghetto Boys.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Normally when we put on a session, producers come in and play beats, and they'll be like, you know, hey, yeah, all right, put that to the side. That's cool. But when they hear something, that grabs them, they're like, all right, drop that motherfucker in the computer. I need to get in the booth right now. Well, I played this track for them. I was supposed to give to God Bless His Soul, but the track was supposed to be for Pac. And
right.
Yeah, I ain't never let nobody else hear that beat until the Ghetto Boys project came up. But I was supposed to get that beat.
You to work with, Swift. Because you a legend in this, man. You deserve your roses.
Thank you, bro. But what happened was Willie D started writing to the song, and he started spitting some of the shit he had. I'm vibing off him, and then Face just put his head down, and about maybe 10, 20 minutes later, they was in that bitch doing vocals, bro. Like, and I mean, you could really feel the energy coming off them cats because they meant what the fuck they were talking about. And you know, this,
open the door, you can
yeah, bro, like it was a real live spirit in that bitch. You feel me? And I don't know if everybody who out there heard the song or knows about the history of it, but that song was made for James Byrd when he was dragged by these racist guys in It
Uh,
in the country over there. That's why they call the song "Eye for an Eye." You know, and today that shit is
wow.
still relevant. Like when all this bull, when all this boy, Ahmaud Arbery, and all these, that song was played. Wow, that's kind of effect you're gonna get even after years pass.
Oh, I didn't hear you still talking.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was one of my best sessions. I I had a good time with that one. I I can't hear you, my brother. Can you hear him?
Nah, I'm trying to hear what he's saying too.
We can't hear you.
Nah, we can't hear you. Nah.
Can't hear nothing. Nothing. Can't hear. I can read your lips, but I can't hear you.
I got a question for you, Swift.
Yeah.
Um, you say, have you ever worked with Scarface and anyone else like legendary rappers? I think I
Yeah.
credit to.
I, I, I produced Watch Your Step on that album, Last of a Dying Breed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I produced that. Yeah, face hard in the motherfucker.
Yeah, I gotta try to link something with that. We were talking. But yeah, you definitely got a heavier catalog. I mean, he was asking the question about being in studio sessions, and when it comes to the legends with me, I've never. I mean, I'm gonna start getting. Actually, I'm gonna get in the studio very soon with a few legends, but a lot of it's been a lot of work through like email and phone conversations, and very few times, especially with quarantine. If it wasn't for all that,
Yeah.
it would be way more music even coming out because I'd be making more moves. But now that things are starting to open up, or we're booking sessions again, I got one this weekend with a legend. I'll post after, I'll talk about it after it goes through type of situation. But if everything goes through, we're working on albums as well. And
Yeah.
hopefully I'll get that experience as well. But as far as recording, I've had a few sessions where I've had rappers come in there and do a session one take. And I like that type of stuff, when they come. If you're not prepared, kind of like, especially if I'm not the one getting the recording engineer money for the session, and I'm just sitting there, and you're doing a bunch of takes, and we got to tell you how to do this and that. To me, it just that's like a whole different session. Now you got to develop an artist. Now you got to teach them something different. But when someone
Yeah.
comes through and they lay their stuff down in one take, I've seen that. I've driven. Shout out to his name is Nucci Rayo, someone I came up with in the game a few years back. We're gonna start working together again as well. But he used to say, "Yo, let's go to the studio." I would drive him to New York. We would pull
Yeah.
up. He would get out the car. We would park. We wouldn't even pay for parking. He would go in there, lay his verse down, and he wouldn't even sit there to listen to it back. And we
Huh.
were and that was the type of thing that, like, to me was kind of dope. But it just taught me also, like, when I got back to my studio and people would come through and take 3, 4, 5 hours to do.
I couldn't see exactly the song is still super strong right now.
Yeah. Well, that's the key, is to make music that lasts,
Timeless.
timeless music. And the artist I mentioned before, the song
Yeah.
he recorded in 2005 could still play right now. And that's the type of music I want to put out moving forward. So
Yeah.
the feeling when I heard 5 a.m. and Top Chef and all that for the first time back, as the person who put it together and just waited, and when I saw the email and I hit click and I heard it back, I just knew right there, like, you know, I'm not gonna stop. Like, so there was never no pressure. It was just a matter of me working on my own time until I can get, you know, situated correctly, have the right music to put out, because I ain't just gonna put out no bullshit.
Right.
You know?
Hey, Uncle Roy. I'm sorry, Wex, bro. Let's see if we can get Uncle Roy to reset this call and we all rejoin so we can get some sound from the big bro.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Let's rejoin the call. You go back live again. Cut this feed and go back live, and we'll rejoin. All right. Okay. Yes, sir.